One of the main problems with electric cars is of course their high price, but the Renault Twizy is the cheapest car on sale in the UK today. Actually, it's not really a car. Technically, it's classed as a quadricycle because it's so light. Look, I mean, I can roll it backwards and forwards with these, and I think if I did a few more sessions at the gym, I'll probably be able to shoulder press it. Anyway, the lightweight and of course the small dimensions mean that it's great for driving around in town. It also helps that it has a really tight turning circle. Woo! One of the things about electric cars is that they can look a little bit geeky, can't they? But not this one. I think it's really rather cool actually, and it looks a bit like a moon buggy from outer space. And everywhere you go, people stop and go, whoa, look at that, because it's just so unusual. If you're a shy and retiring person, you don't really want a Renault Twizy, but if you like to show off a bit like I do, then you're gonna love it. You want one? It's really good, everyone says that. So the Twizy looks like fun, and thankfully, it's also fun to drive. You've got a rear mounted electric motor, it drives the rear wheels, and okay, so yes, it's only got 17 horsepower, and I can't give you a 0 to 60 time because this thing won't even do 60 miles an hour. However, it will do 50, but it does take an age to get there. But below 30, so at town speeds, it's actually pretty nippy because the car's just so light, and when you add that to steering that's really sharp, you've got lots of grip, and well, literally no body roll around corners because of the firm suspension, you've got a car that feels a bit like a souped up Dodge. And today, people, it looks like London is my fairground. Be warned though, if you get too carried away with the throttle, the battery will soon go flat. But be careful, and 50 miles is possible. According to Renault, that's enough for most people's commutes. And anyway, you can recharge the car fully from flat from a normal main supply in just 3.5 hours, which is way quicker than with other electric cars. And then you're off again. The Twizy's thin size, meaning you don't always have to pay for your parking. A full charge will only cost £1, which means the Twizy is very cheap to run. However, you do have to rent its batteries from Renault for around £45 a month, and that brings us on to the downsides. For starters, it's not as good as a scooter for dodging town traffic, yet the limited range means you can't go as far in it as you can in a traditional city car. It's not as good as a normal car either for carrying people. You do have a peeling seat behind you, but what is the comfort like? Well, shall we ask my camera girl? What do you think? Well, there you go. She's clearly not very impressed, is she? And it's not too surprising, actually, because the suspension on this car is just so firm that, well, you get bounced about all over the place. You probably noticed the camera shaking a lot more than in any of our videos. And I'll tell you what, if you hit a speed hump or a pothole, the jolt, it can be enough almost to give you a concussion. And then there's the doors. These are an optional extra. Normally, the car is completely open at the side, and even if you do pay extra for those doors, you don't get any windows with them. So if it's raining, you're gonna get wet. Right, can you come over here a second, because I want to have a bit of a moan about the storage. Now, I will admit there are quite a few places where you can put your bits and bobs to stop them rolling about the cabin, such as these bungee sacks here. Look, I've got my iPhone in there, and there's another one down here. You've got a cubby on top of here, but my main issue is there's nowhere really secure to leave stuff in the car. For instance, this may be lockable, this one, but as you can see, a thief could soon put their hands through there and rip it open. There is another lockable storage area behind the rear seat, and I'm not going to show you now because last time I removed it, it took me about half an hour to put back, and we've got a video to get through, so we'll just deal with that with a quick cutaway. There you go. As for safety, well, yes, I've got a double seat belt, as you can see, and there's actually an airbag there, But really, seeing as this car is a quadricycle, not a car, it doesn't have to meet the same strict safety requirements. Still, Renault does know a thing or two about safety, doesn't it? And I have to say that whizzing around the city streets, you feel less vulnerable in that than you do on a scooter, especially as you can't fall off the Twizy. Well, at least I don't think you can. So for some people, this will be the perfect urban runaround, especially for those who like to stand out from the crowd, because let's face it, it's just so cute, isn't it? Subscribe to the CarBuyer channel for our latest videos. Click here to see our reviews of other electric and hybrid cars, and don't forget to rate, share, favourite and comment on this video.